Well, you know what they say, make hay while the sun's shining, and the sun's shining, so it's time to make hay. It's been a minute. We've been pretty busy on the farm. I've taken over spraying duties. I just decided the best option was to set the camera down. I understand pesticides to a certain point, and well, we don't use pesticides, we use herbicides. We haven't used pesticides ever. I've got my commercial restricted use pesticide license. Because I've done that, I've taken over all the spraying operations, and I didn't understand completely what I was doing. I mean, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't fully understand, and I didn't want to missay something or something like that. I just wanted to make sure I was going to get everything right. I mean, I was in tillage. You know, I was doing a lot of tillage too, but I just kind of wanted to get the spraying done because I get used to the machine, all that good stuff. But now that we're kind of going and I understand what I'm doing, I will take the camera in with me spraying now. Usually I miss towards the end of the fall, so maybe now that I'm missing kind of the entire spring and the end of, or the beginning of summer, maybe now I can, you know, record the entirety of fall. I'm gonna try to. But anyways, Dad cut this hay last night, so it's had, you know, good couple hours to dry in the sunlight today, and we're gonna go ted it. The tire's flat on it. I'm pretty sure just the tube's junk, but we're gonna replace the entire tire. I'm gonna send you over to my buddy Phil. He's gonna give you an update on what's been going on the farm since we've been gone. Since I've been gone, well, I changed that tire, so. Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Probably should have changed shirts, but that was an oversight, I'll be honest. So we disked under 60 acres of wheat because of the wet spring we had. It was drowned out in spots and it was just really looking thin. It wasn't worth spreading urea on, especially with the prices this year. About 200 acres of no-till soybeans. Roughly 75% of that was into rye that we planted last fall. The remaining 25% was corn stalks, and there was a new piece that we picked up that had sunflowers on it last year, so nothing really special there. It's basically the same thing as corn. Corn was planted, no issues. NH3 just got wrapped up being knifed in. Oh, the spread truck did break down towards the end. The spinners just decided, or not the spinners, the belt decided it was done spinning. Not sure on that. We don't really have any updates on that. Haven't looked into it really. But we're still thinking about it. Still on our mind. Broke the boom off the sprayer. I was turning really hard right, and well, the tip speed on that left side came around and broke off. The welds were cracked all the way around it before. We just thought it would last a little bit longer, and turns out it didn't. That's really about it. That's all I can really think of right now. Back to the video. Alright, at first I was doing a bit where, I don't know where the H is. It could be in that barn, it could be that barn. I walked and checked all three barns. Didn't know where it was at. I completely forgot I left it hooked up because wagons are a pain in the butt to get backed into wherever you want. So I gotta slide the hitch over because the PTO shaft is kind of offset, and when you're taking corners, the U-joints like to bind on the PTO shaft, and I don't want to hear it, you know. So I'm pretty sure over here. Here, I don't remember. I'm gonna get this squared away and I'll pick you guys up here in a minute. See, it's offset from the tractor. It's offset from the tractor about half, but the PTO shaft is straight. That's all that really matters. I'm gonna go get some earplugs, and that'll be it. Yeah, we can go rake some hay. Great. We're gonna go ted hay. Also, the best part. Oh yeah, you can probably tell here. She's looking a little flat. We had a tornado come through here, and well, it puts that whole part of the dairy barn down, and the back wall on the hip roof there is kind of getting really really see that very well. It's kind of like that right now, or more like that, but you get the point. One more good windstorm and that part of the barn's gonna be gone. This part should be fine. It's just started leaking on the inside. Can't do anything about it. You put a bunch of money into the roof, then what do you do with it other than store hay? Nothing. So, it sucks to see it go, but can't do anything about it. The purpose of tedding hay fluffs and spreads the freshly cut hay across the field, allowing air and sunlight to dry it out. If it was wet, it would not be safe to bale. You usually let it sit for a day after you mow it, then you ted it, let it set for another day, and then rake it. Alright, we're done tedding for the day. I guess we'll come back tomorrow for when we rake it up and bale it. So, see you tomorrow. Maybe. Raking hay. The purpose of raking hay is to bring the hay into 4 uniform rows. It'll also bring the bottom to the top. So if there is a little bit of wet hay, it'll dry out by the time we come with the baler. We'll bale this the same day, but a couple hours after raking, just in case there is a little bit of wet hay. Got myself 2 passes around the outside. They'll just kind of go around here and then we can down and back on the middle. All right, let's head back up to the farm. And there's the other field. That should do it. Looks pretty good to me. All right. Put the horse in the stable. We're gonna go sit in the AC for about 5 minutes and then we're gonna go back to work. It's actually not that bad out. You know, for being 91, I'm not even sweating, but I'm sitting still on a tractor. This nice sun hat is keeping the sun off the back of my neck. Pretty sure the neck is considered the human radiator. So if you keep it cool or keep it warm, that's how you're gonna feel. In total, we baled about 300 bales of hay off of the 5 acres. Here's a couple pictures that my cousin took. I didn't record the baling process mainly because there was other people there, and I kind of feel weird hauling the camera around, but I'll get over that eventually. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.